This lesson is about solving literal equations containing rational expressions. And you're like, what? In other words, you're solving them containing fractions. And we're going to use the methods that we just learned in the previous lesson in order to do this. There we go, corrected that. So first we're going to do is we're going to figure out what we're solving for. And then the ultimate goal is we need to clear the fraction and then get that variable alone because it wants to be alone. Some of these are straightforward, some not so much. So for this one, we just want to solve for e. So I'm going to rewrite, that's an I here, okay. I'm going to rewrite it, and to clear the fractions, I need to multiply everything through by I because I want to get rid of it. If I do that, these i's will divide out just like regular numbers, so e is equal to IR. And I can write it as e is equal to IR. It doesn't matter which way you write it. It just is usually what's done in math is it takes the variable that you're solving for and write it on the left-hand side and all the other stuff on the other side. All right, let's take a look at these. Again, the first thing we realize that we're solving for is h, right? But the deal is, what you want to do is you want to clear the fractions first. By the way, this is a formula for area of a trapezoid, in case you wanted to know. So a is equal to h times a plus b all over 2. So we're going to multiply both sides by 2. And once we do that, we'll get this. The 2's will divide out. And then I'm going to get h alone, I'm going to get rid of this big fat a plus b. I'm just going to divide by it because it's multiplied by h. These will divide out. So my final answer is h is equal to 2a over a plus b. Now you don't have to put the a plus b in parentheses, but it's nice. I like to do it. Okay, and then when you're typing answers in for this, watch your cases, okay, because it's case sensitive. Next one. This one looks intimidating because there's a lot of letters. There are a lot of letters, but it's, she says, not bad. We're going to solve for e here. So again, I'm going to clear the fractions. So I'm just going to multiply everything through by this cute, adorable denominator, n little r plus capital R. These will divide out because they're package deals. So I'm left with n capital E, and I'm going to write it as I, n little r plus capital R. And then since I'm solving for E, I just divide everything through by n, and I'm all set. E is equal to I times the quantity n little r plus capital R all over little n. It's really important to put the parentheses in here, or you can distribute the I either way. I prefer to just leave it like this. Okay, let's take a look at this one. It's V is equal to capital B H all over 3. I'm solving for B, so I want to clear the fraction, multiply by 3. So we'll get 3v is equal to bh, and then I'm going to divide both sides by little h because I want to solve for capital B. So capital B is equal to 3 capital V over h, or B in the same thing. I almost blew it. 3v over little h. Ta-da! Okay, next. Okay, this one is cute but a little tricky. So let's write out the problem. And we're going to multiply everything through by a common denominator. And what is the common denominator? Well, it's AB, right? There we go. Cute. The A's will divide out. I get B. The B's will divide out. I get A. And then over here I have cab. I can't help myself. I have to write it like that. What are we solving for? B. So I'm going to take the A over to the other side, and I say B is equal to cab, take away A. And I say I'm done. No, I'm not. Because I have a B on the left-hand side and a B on the right-hand side, and I just need a single B. So this one's a little bit more challenging, you guys, but you can do it. Are you ready? I'm going to get cab over to the other side. Yes, I am. Good. And I'm going to get B minus cab is equal to a negative A. With me so far? Now I'm going to do a factoring fa-doopy-doop. I'm going to factor out the greatest common factor of B, so I get 1 minus CA is equal to negative A. Now I'm all set. I just divide through by 1 minus CA on both sides. So B times 1 minus CA is equal to a negative A. So I'm going to divide both sides by 1 minus CA. So I get B is equal to negative A over 1 minus CA. Now, I will tell you guys that when you go to do your homework assignment on this, my math lab might have a cow. You might have an equivalent answer, but they might not like it. So for this one, I think what I might do is just multiply the top by negative 1 and multiply the bottom by negative 1. If I do that, I'll get a regular A on top. CA take away 1. It'll just reverse on the bottom. And I can do it either way. So both of these answers are equivalent and equally correct. Now you can do the homework assignment associated with this lesson. Go for it.